Darkness doesn't knock before it enters. It slips in quietly, through memories you tried to forget and thoughts you never wanted to feel again. It hides behind your smile, waiting for the moment your guard drops. Every person has felt it, that heavy pull inside the chest, the silent weight that never really leaves. Most keep running from it. They chase distractions, drown in noise, and call it healing. They scroll, they work, they smile, pretending the ache is gone. But no matter how far they go, it's there, waiting, watching, because darkness doesn't disappear when ignored. It grows in silence, feeding on everything that's left unspoken. There's a reason the nights feel heavier than the days. A reason the mind races when the world goes quiet. That's when the truth starts whispering. The truth that no one wants to face. The darkness isn't chasing anyone. It's reflecting everything that was buried. The anger, the guilt, the fear, the regret. The world teaches people to hide their pain, to wear confidence like armor and pretend the cracks aren't there. But what's hidden never heals. The shadows that are buried alive turn into ghosts that follow everywhere. The longer they're ignored, the stronger they become. But what if the darkness isn't trying to destroy? What if it's trying to teach? Every shadow exists only because light is nearby. The pain, the rage, the emptiness, they're not curses. They're calls to pay attention. They're the map back to the real self, the one that exists beneath the masks, beneath the noise, beneath the fear. The moment the running stops is the moment everything begins to make sense. Darkness has always been misunderstood. People hear the word and instantly think of something evil or dangerous, something to fight or escape. But darkness isn't evil. It is simply everything we've buried deep inside to survive. It is the fear that froze us, the grief we never processed, the anger we were told to hide, the jealousy we were ashamed to feel, the doubt that made us question our worth. It is the part of us we pushed away to look strong, to seem normal, to appear good in a world that fears honesty. Since childhood, everyone has been taught to smile through pain, to never show weakness, to pretend that everything is fine even when the inside is falling apart. The world doesn't reward truth. It rewards masks. People are told to hide their sadness, silence their rage, and bury their mistakes beneath fake confidence. Over time, that hidden part of the self begins to grow heavier. It doesn't vanish. It waits. It becomes the voice that whispers during sleepless nights, the feeling of emptiness that lingers even when everything seems perfect on the outside. Running from darkness doesn't bring peace. It creates addiction, distraction, and emotional numbness. Some drown it with work. Some chase validation. Others escape into temporary highs that fade too fast. But all these escapes have one thing in common. They feed the darkness instead of healing it. Every time pain is ignored, it tightens its grip. Every time anger is suppressed, it hardens into resentment. Every time guilt is avoided, it grows into shame. What isn't faced controls from the shadows. The illusion of light is dangerous. People think that if they stay positive, everything dark inside will disappear. But light that denies the existence of shadow isn't strength. It's blindness. True light is born from facing what hurts. It's the moment a person looks at their reflection and doesn't turn away from the cracks, because those cracks aren't signs of failure. They are proof of survival. Darkness isn't the enemy. It's the unspoken truth of who we are. It's the side that has been waiting to be heard, not destroyed. You can't heal what you refuse to look at. You can't become whole by cutting away half of yourself. The anger, the sadness, the fear, the guilt, they all carry messages. Each one is trying to show where healing is needed. The way out isn't to run faster or to cover it with fake light. The way out is through. The moment a person stops running and turns to face their darkness, something changes. The fear begins to lose its power. The pain starts to transform into understanding. What once felt like chaos begins to turn into strength. Because the truth about darkness is simple. It never wanted to destroy you. It only wanted to be seen. There comes a point when running no longer works. The distractions stop numbing, the noise stops helping, and the mask begins to crack. That is the moment the confrontation begins. It is not dramatic or loud. It is quiet. It is the silence that forces you to face what has always been inside. Imagine sitting alone in a room with your demons. No phone, no music, no escape. Just silence and breath. The first few minutes feel unbearable. The mind races. The body tenses. Every buried memory starts to surface. The instinct is to get up and leave, to reach for anything that can silence the noise. But staying is where the transformation starts. Because for the first time you are not running. You are listening. Darkness loses its power when it is heard. The parts of yourself that you feared the most are not monsters. They are wounded versions of you, still stuck in moments that never heal. The anger, the shame, the guilt, the loneliness, they are all signals, not enemies. They appear to be dangerous because they were ignored for too long. But once you start to listen, once you ask them what they want you to understand, they begin to change shape. This is what self-awareness truly is. It is not pretending to be peaceful. It is sitting with the chaos until it reveals its purpose. It is asking, what am I trying to protect myself from? What is this pain trying to teach me? Shadow work is not about fixing yourself. It is about seeing yourself completely, without judgment. Every human emotion has a purpose. Anger can show where boundaries were crossed. Sadness can reveal what truly mattered. Fear can point toward what you deeply care about. The confrontation is not easy. Facing your own reflection can feel like standing in front of a storm. Every failure, every regret, every betrayal replays in your mind. But this time you don't turn away. You let it play. You let the emotions rise without escaping them. The more you face, the more you understand that the darkness was never trying to destroy you. It was trying to get your attention. Transformation begins when you start to redirect that energy. The same anger that once drove destruction can become discipline. The same pain that once broke you can teach empathy. The same loneliness that crushed you can turn into independence. Every emotion carries raw energy. When guided with awareness, that energy becomes power. When ignored, it becomes poison. The process of facing your darkness happens in 3 stages. The first is acknowledgement. Stop denying what hurts. Stop pretending you are fine when you are not. Say it out loud. Write it down. Face it without filters. The second is understanding. Ask where it comes from. Trace the feeling back to its roots. Maybe it started in childhood. Maybe it came from betrayal or fear of rejection. When you understand the source, it begins to lose control. The third is integration. Use what you have learned. Turn that energy into creation instead of chaos. Build from it. Write from it. Train from it. Grow from it. Integration does not mean the darkness disappears. It means it becomes part of your strength. The goal is not to destroy your darkness. It is to dance with it until it moves in rhythm with your purpose. Once you reach that state, the emotions that once controlled you begin to serve you. The mind becomes sharper. The emotions become tools instead of traps. The same darkness that used to haunt your nights becomes the fire that lights your path. This process will not happen in one day. It is a constant journey. There will be days when the old wounds try to speak again, when the noise returns, when the shadows feel too close. In those moments, remember what you have already faced. The darkness does not get stronger. It only feels louder when you stop listening. Sit with it again. Breathe through it. You have already survived it once. You can survive it again. Real strength is not built in light. It is forged in darkness. It is shaped by every night you stayed up battling your thoughts and every morning you got up anyway. The confrontation with your darkness reveals the version of yourself that no comfort could ever create. Pain is the price of awareness. But awareness is the beginning of freedom. Do not be afraid of your shadow. It is not proof of weakness. It is proof that light still burns inside you. The darker the shadow, the brighter the light that casts it. The darkness within is not the end of you. It is the beginning of who you were always meant to become. Maybe the darkness was never chasing anyone. Maybe it was waiting for the moment the running stopped. Waiting for the silence, for the breath, for the courage to finally face what was always there. The shadow inside was never the enemy. It was a mirror, reflecting the parts of the self that were abandoned. The moment that truth is seen, the chase ends. All this time, the world taught that strength means pretending to be light, smiling through pain, staying positive, ignoring what hurts. But real strength is not the absence of darkness. It is the balance of both. Light gives direction, but darkness gives depth. Together, they create the full picture of who a person truly is. Healing begins when acceptance replaces denial, when the heart stops running from what it feels and starts listening to it instead. Every emotion, every scar, every flaw carries a story that deserves to be heard. Peace is not found in perfection. It is found in honesty. The kind of honesty that allows someone to say, yes, I have darkness inside me, but I no longer fear it. The path forward is not about escaping pain. It is about learning from it. Sit in silence when it gets heavy. Write down what the mind is too afraid to say. Speak to someone who listens. Train the body until it feels alive again. Every act of awareness becomes a step toward freedom. The day the running stops is the day the light begins to grow. Not a light that blinds or hides, but one that understands the value of shadow. Real peace comes from carrying both and letting them move together. The day you stop running from your darkness is the day you finally start walking toward your light. This is Phantom Focus. Stay aware. Stay awake.